Metal up, guys. This is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetalMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing entitled Keys to Releasing More Personal Power. Now, this is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program. You can learn more about that if you visit the link below. Keys to Releasing More Personal Power. What do I mean by personal power? And then what do I mean by getting more of it? Well, you have personal power. That might, that energy, that ability that is within you, the very force of life that drives you, that drives your motives, drives your passions, drives your reaction. Everything that you do that exerts energy stems from your personal power. Now, this is different than just heart beating, lung breathing, that sort of thing. This is tied up in the emotional. It's tied up in the psychological. It's tied up in maybe what we call that subconscious. Now, when it gets into that realm, it's difficult for any expert to say what exactly that is, but we see it in our own lives, don't we? We see it in the lives of others, those who seem to exert stronger and more personal power. Some of those people end up in elite things, you know what I mean? They end up in going to the highest levels in their craft or in their field. They end up in, things like the military or intelligence services, or they become prolific authors or artists or what have you. They exert tremendous personal power. Now, we all have personal power. You've got actually a volcano of personal power abiding in you right now. Now, that may be difficult for you to conceive. That might be difficult for you to accept, because for you, life seems to be just making you a punching bag. It just seems like for you, there's always a battle on every front. It just seems like for you, luck never seems to shine her face on your life. There's a dark cloud that follows you. Well, if that's what it seems like to you, then it's going to be very difficult for you to listen to someone talk about personal power. But you've got it. I guarantee you, man, you've got power within you right now. And I could get you to release some of that personal power. It wouldn't be all that difficult. All I'd have to do is point a gun to your head and get you to do the things you say you can't do. All those things that you say are that are impossible, all those things that you say are too much, all those things that you say you can't do, I could get you to do at the threat of a gun. But for most of us, we don't have anybody pointing a gun to our head every day, forcing us to do the things we say we can't do. But you can do it. And at least we need to start there with the simple acceptation, with the simple belief that you have so much more power residing in you right now. So you live off of that personal power, and the objective in this series is to get you to tap more into it and bring more out, going to greater and greater levels. Life is about that. Life should always be about this constant progress, this constant improving, this constant mastering, this constant rehearsal and practice and progression of just moving up and up and up and up, never becoming complacent, never settling for where you are. Let's face it, most people do settle for where they are. Most people do settle for the way their circumstances are right now. They don't necessarily know the tools to do anything about it, but they also don't have any voices speaking into their life, challenging them to break out of mediocrity, challenging them to break out of their complacency, to don't accept things the way that they are, but to respond to that faint voice that's probably still within them, that's calling them to something greater. You are that person. There is a voice inside of you, if you will listen to it, that still calls you to something greater. It will manifest itself maybe in envy at this stage in your life, maybe in jealousy. You know what I mean? You see what you complain that you don't give a damn. But then you see other people, what they have and what they're doing, and something in you just doesn't set right. You don't like what they're doing. You do deep down wish you could do things like that too. That's that voice. That's that voice of your resident potential, your greater power wanting to be released, telling you because you're looking at somebody else living what you want to live, experiencing what you want to experiencing, having what you want to have. That voice is telling you you can have that too. You could do it. Now you may be cluttered with injustice. You may be cluttered with the sense of the unfairness of life and all this other stuff that blocks and holds us back. But if you can get past that mind prison and break out of it, then you're going to start to release that personal power and obtain those things that you say you're never going to get in life. It's only going to come from you. Nobody else can give you personal power. I can't do it. No guru can do it. Nobody can bring you more personal power. Why? Because you've already got all the power that you're ever going to need. What we need to do is release it and release more of it. You're already living off of some of it now. Let's take it to the next level. Let's bring out of you your very best. Let's bring out of you that volcanic power that's in you right now. Can you dig that? I hope you can. Well, that's what we're covering all this week in the Life Domination online coaching program. If you'd like to see the rest of these videos, all you need to do is follow the link below. metalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. You'll find all the information you need about how you can easily sign up and join us in this group. Can you dig it? I hope you can. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.